All right, Kenman here, and today dinner is served. What's on the menu today? It's a mini pyrite. You have a regular pyrite, you know what, you love it. How about a little tender appetizer of sharpness, a button lock beauty of tiny, tiny proportions? Let's take it apart. What are we doing? Before we start, not sponsored by anyone, and I purchase everything at retail price. I do these videos because I love discussing knives and sharing info and ideas with others. If you have any questions or thoughts, please feel free to comment below. Okay. Taking apart the old mini pyrite today. I haven't had this for very long. Actually, I already took the pocket clip off of it. I'm not sure I'm going to put it back on. This is a nice 5th pocket knife, and without the clip, I can actually drop it in that pocket rather than clipping it on the pocket. And that might be the way I go with this, but we'll see. It is great. I'm surprised because I prefer a larger knife, that I enjoy this smaller one as much as I do. We're going to be doing a laser mark on the blade. That's an aluminum handle with that green. So we're going to do a removal on that green, and it's going to leave it silver behind. This is a handle that I did. This is aluminum, but it was silver. So basically I did this transitional. See how it's light and then dark, and now it's dark and then light. Aluminum's neat. You can do some cool stuff with it, but that's kind of the idea. I'm going to do a pattern on the scales of this. I've also done some laser marks on some blades. So this is a removal. This was a black blade, and I used a setting that I made that removes it and leaves just the bare metal behind. And that is kind of what I'm going to be doing with the aluminum on this. I'm kind of working up a pattern, and we're going to do a removal on that. So I'm going to take it apart, and then that pattern can go uniform throughout the whole thing. We'll put it back together, and it'll look really cool. Ooh, yeah, I wasn't pushing the button down right. That is a false advertisement right there. See it nice, drop nice. I'm a lefty. Last looks, not going to look like this anymore. We're going to have some fun with this mini pyrite. Okay, let's go. What tools do we need? This is probably a captive pivot. Yep. Sometimes there's the screw hole on both sides I've had in the past, but it doesn't mean that it isn't a captive pivot. All right, I'm going to see if I can barely get these started. I had a problem with the last one. I've said it before to discuss it, but I always try to loosen everything up before you go too crazy, because if you loosen the screw a bunch, then this screw can get stuck on that barrel, and then you're sitting there spinning it. When I was taking the last knife apart, I had that issue, and it was struggle. So I kind of like to get them all going and started, so that I know it should just fall apart rather than getting stuck. Looks like we are good. So we're going to go ahead and start dropping these screws out. I could even zoom in a little bit there. Everything's smaller. The old mini pyrite. There's 1, 2. I like to pay attention when I take things apart, so that you can kind of remember how it was. So when you put it back together, you can repeat in reverse. Often there's not as much you need to worry about too much, but a lot of times it could be like the pivots, things inside of there, the bearings, getting them upside down or right side up. Okay, that is captive. It's on that side. Okay, so this is that stage where now we're going to be careful. Yep, because the button has a spring, and you don't want that spring to go shooting. All right. So what is happening here? Why is it not? There we go. All right, so the bearings are the same on both sides, so they don't really matter. Okay. There is that captive pivot, has that little flat spot by where my thumb is. Focus. button. And then you've got your other bearing, the spring for the button. That's spacer. And why is that stuck? Interesting why that doesn't want to come out of there. We're going to let it be for now. I could actually leave all that in there because when I mark it, I'm going to mark it on this side. So that's all that really matters. So now I have these two scales removed and clean, and then I can do this mark so the mark can kind of go everywhere. And we put it back together, it'll just kind of look kind of seamless. What does everyone think I am going to do on that mark? Comment below. Like I said, it's going to have a similar kind of a to this, how like, see, it goes right through the screw hole or whatever, and everything's kind of patterned around that screw hole. It's not going to be this design, it's going to be something different, but this is kind of that style. I'm going to use it to coat the entire handle. Like I said, these are aluminum, so aluminum, like if you see this, see how it kind of gets that transition, they're dark and then they're light. Aluminum, you can get a nice mark on it, but you can't always get a lot of variance in like shade or gradients in like your grayscale. So if I were to try to do like a photo or something, you're going to get a lot of this transitional shift at the same time, which is cool, but it's not quite the same. So like if you want to do like a photo realism, like my actual main Pyrite, this is a steel handle. So if I were to do a laser mark on the steel handle, I could do something more photorealistic. Sure, realistic. And you could get more of those shadows and stuff going on there. Long story short, that rake that I took apart, that one is steel, and I do intend to try out some stuff with that, so look for that in the future. This one's going to get done pretty soon. I just wanted to do this quick little video, tear it down, and kind of run you through the process of everything about it. Yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to do today. We're going to be working on my next giveaway. I want to try to do a live. Comment below what night, what day I should set up a poll. That's what I should do. I'm going to try to figure out what night I want to do it, or what day or whatever, so that as many people can be there to man, I cannot speak today. Participate. Yeah, comment below what you think, what days I'm going to go live. I got to come up, like I said, I got partner on YouTube, which is awesome. I appreciate everyone for tuning in, giving good feedback, helping the channel grow, having a really good time. I got to come up with some badges and emojis and stuff pretty soon. If you have any thoughts or ideas on that, comment below. And yeah, be doing the laser mark on the handle for this mini Pyrite pretty soon. I have several things coming in the mail I'm excited about. Go to Blade Binge. I don't have anything to write down. Go to Blade Binge. You get all your used secondhand knives there, and now they have a retail section. I just ordered some stuff that'll be coming soon. I'll do the first unboxing from there. But nice little place with a lot of good selection. Yeah, that's it for today. If you enjoy what you see, please hit that like button and subscribe if you would like to see more. It helps me out, and I really appreciate it. Next time you see these, they're going to be going. Stay sharp. We'll see you soon.